The last few years, admittedly, I've done nothing but crap on the NHL and their All-Star Weekend. It's always a clown show and hardly worth watching, but the Four Nations face-off was promising. I was genuinely excited to see what the compete would look like, and yeah, let's never have an All-Star game again. We're just one game into this thing, and it's already, undoubtedly, hands down, a much better event. You put a national sweater on them, and the guys are out there hitting. They're skating hard, and suddenly it actually matters. I mean, McDavid for Crosby to McKinnon to open the scoring. Can you believe we've been robbed of this for as long as we have? A beautiful sequence on the power play. I mean, seeing this damn near brings a tear to your eye. Canada came out in this one absolutely firing on all cylinders, heavily outshooting the Swedes. Here they'd break out 2-on-1, and they had 2 goals on the board before Sweden even had a shot. As point for Marchand makes it 2-zip, and the Rat was cheered for in the Bell Center.
Yeah, I heard a few boos out there still.
However, I will concede the downside of this is guys can get hurt, and we saw that with Shea Theodore going awkwardly into the boards, and he did not return. And Canada, by the way, cannot add another player to the roster if he is out. But yeah, that about would do it for the first, and while Canada outshot Sweden 7-3, Sweden came around in the second. It was a much more competitive hockey game, and near the midway point of the game, it's Hedman to Brodin. He shoots, and he scores. It's Sweden's first, and Binnington maybe screened a bit, has it zip by his ear, and we had a 1-goal game. And while Sweden again was a much better team in the second, Canada pushing back nearly got one here as Crosby gets it through Gustafsson, but a great job from Dahlin to save what was a likely goal. However, Crosby wearing a Maple Leaf is just a monster. He pushes Forsling off and somehow gets this back to Stone as Canada would take back the 2-goal lead as Crosby picks up his second point, which gets us over to the third, where not 2 minutes in, it's Kempe right down the middle and he scores. This one is one Binner probably wants back. He's beat Blocker's side and things got interesting again. And after Canada iced one with a tired crew on the ice, Sweden wins it in their end. Raymond fakes to Bratt. He finds Eriksson Ek, and oh baby, we had a tied game. It's Joel Eriksson Ek backdoor as Canada gives up their second 2-goal lead of the game. Outshot 10-6, but they did have some great chances as a phenomenal look here. Gustafsson with the stop of the game on Taves to keep it 3-3, meaning as time expired, we got overtime hockey. And it's a 10-minute 3-on-3, which I love. And sure enough, it was great. Back and forth. This was anyone's game. McKinnon was looking like it had to be him, but he couldn't beat Gustafsson. And after a hard back check from Crosby, a tired Crosby with a long-range drop for Marner catches them in full stride down the middle, and there it is. Mitch Marner, the Maple Leaf, would win it in overtime as Sidney Crosby with his 3rd point of the night, aging like fine wine. I mean, he's always been my captain, but there's something special about him in the red and white as he picks up 3 apples in a 4-3 dub over Sweden. I mean, a few days ago, we didn't even know if he'd be playing, and here he is, the player of the game. Now, I know this Four Nations thing is likely a one-and-done deal, but come on. You cannot tell me this isn't already leaps and bounds ahead of whatever this was. I'm personally enjoying it so far and looking forward to the rest of it. But with that, again, I'm pushing to hit 100,000 subs this season, at which point I'm going to hold a giveaway for an NHL jersey, so I'd really appreciate you hopping on board. And with that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.